leave it there. So, did you need me? No, okay. So what we're gonna do is, this is the easiest way to do FOIL. I like to do FOIL by using like a grid method.
I think you showed me.
Yeah. So we'll just practice it, okay? So for the grid method, you're just gonna draw, because you're multiplying two of these, I just draw it like this. And then what I like to do is you're gonna take this X, and we'll change the colors up so you can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm gonna say X plus 6 over here. And then let's do over here, we'll do the X minus 2. But you have to write it like this, X minus 2. So this is the same as FOIL, but first, inner, outer, last. But I like to do this because you don't miss anything. As these start to get more complicated, sometimes you accidentally miss one of the little arrows, right? But this way you usually don't. So what's X times X?
X.
So remember that, well, let me change the color here. So X times X, we'll do a little refresher here on exponents. Isn't that the same as X squared?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you were thinking of like, what is the wording, because you said X over, yeah. All right, now what's 6 times X?
6X.
Yep, good. So this would be a positive 6X. Now you'll say, why would you say positive? It's just an easy way to remember that that's going to be a plus sign. Okay. So now what's negative 2 times X?
Negative 2X.
Yep. So you got negative 2X. And then what's negative 2 times 12?
You mean 12? I think you gave me the answer.
Oh, did I give you? Yeah, I do that all the time. So what's negative 2 times 6?
Would it be 12? Negative 12?
Yeah, it's negative 12. Thank God you're paying attention. All right, so it's negative 12. Now, here's the thing. When we go to do the math on this right here is X to the first power, and this is X to the first power. So we have to combine those.
I forgot.
What do you mean? The X to the first power or combine it?
The X to the first power.
Oh, because it's like, we don't write it down, but there should be like a 1 here and a 1 here. It's not X squared.
Yeah. Okay.
So when it comes to like terms, I can only add something that has an X to something else that has an X. I can only combine those.
Okay.
These are not the same as this one, and it's not the same as this one.
Right.
They're completely different. And this doesn't have any X's, so I can't, those are the only two like terms on the screen. So what's 6X minus 2X?
4X.
Yep. So what we're looking for is X squared plus 4X minus 12. That's A.
Oh, I have that.
Okay, cool. No, you did it using FOIL. Right. Was there a specific question on one that you kind of got stuck with? What, 5?
3, and I think I got 5 wrong.
Okay. Let's just crank through them real quick, because now that I've explained it, we'll just crank through them, because sometimes just doing the practice helps. Let's do this again. I like to use the box because it's just it keeps track of it, and that might be why you had an issue with 3. 3 is basically the same as this, but when you do the inner outer thing, sometimes it's goofy. So I'm going to say X. Oops, I want that to be black so you can see it a little better. So we're going to do X minus 4, right? I'm just grabbing this stuff over here, X minus 4, times the quantity X minus 2. So this is just going to be x squared like before. And then this is going to be, well, they're really having fun over there. This is going to be negative 4 times x, which is negative 4x. Yep. What's the next one going to be, Smarty Pants?
Negative 8. No,
Well,
positive 8, right?
Yeah, that's over here for sure. But what's negative 2 times x?
Negative 2x.
Yeah, very good. I know it's so loud in here. It's distracting. All right. So again, only the x's to the first power can combine with these, right? So what is negative 4x plus negative 2x?
Would it still be a negative 2x? Or would it be positive 2x?
Well, here's the thing. So grab this handy dandy calculator. Well, actually, let me show you how to. Well, no. What's negative 2 minus 4?
Negative 6.
Okay. So that means that those two add up to be negative 6x. So we have x squared, check, negative 6x, check, positive 8. The answer is D. Okay. I'll put my face over here for a minute. All right, let's do number 3. I'm starting to run out of space here. We'll do some shapes. We'll do another grid, maybe not as big. And draw our line. I'll give you a chance to catch up with me. Now, what do you think I put where?
Are we on 3, right?
Yeah, we're on 3.
You would put x plus 5 at the top.
You got it.
And x minus 2. I mean, x minus 3.
Yep. All right. Okay, you tell me what goes in this box.
Okay. X over 2. How do you say it again?
X squared.
X squared. Yeah.
You technically it's x to the second power, but we just say x squared. What is 5 times x?
5x.
Yeah, we'll write the positive sign. Yeah. That just helps us figure out the math when we go to combine like terms. All right, so what's negative 3 times x?
Would it be negative 15?
Oh, you're getting ahead of yourself. This is negative 15.
Yeah.
So
okay.
here's what I'm doing. When I say I'm not pointing to the right spot on the screen, I'm multiplying this column by this row. So everything is the row times the column, the row times the column, the row times the column.
Negative 3x.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then what you said was 5 times negative 3.
Yeah.
And that's true. It is negative 15.
Going to the next place.
Yeah, that's okay. So we've got to combine like terms. So this is the only x to the first power. We never write the 1 there, but it's there. Same thing here. So what's 5 minus 3? 2. So, and it's a positive 2, right?
Yeah.
So this is the only one that has a positive 2 for the middle term. And the middle term is x to the first power, right? Okay, then we double check. Is this x squared? Yep. Is this negative 15? Yep. So the answer must be B. Is that what you had or no?
I had B and C.
Okay. Yeah, I could see where you would get confused because if you thought this was a positive 3 and you added them up,
Yeah.
or if this was a negative 5 and you added them up. But no, it's B. Okay, let's do 4 and then we'll do 5. And yeah, we'll be done with this. Yay. I just wanted you to know I've been doing math since 7 o'clock this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are a teacher, right?
Well, teacher is a strong word. I've just been doing math. No, yeah, I'm a high school teacher. Well, I'm actually teaching 2 sections of 8th grade math. 2. I teach algebra 2 and stuff. Oh, I keep forgetting to change the color. All right, here we go. So now this one's the same, but it's. I'm getting frustrated. Look at what I keep doing.
Oh, using a different color.
Yeah, I want it shows up a little better if I use black. All right, here we go. K, I'll write this down for time's sake. K minus 6, and then over here we have K plus 2. I think you know how to do that. What do you think K times K is? So it's this times this.
Wouldn't it still be K squared?
Oh, yeah. There you go. It's K squared. Now, what is negative 6 times K?
Yes.
Negative 6K.
You got it, sister. Oops, I almost wrote the X. As bad as my students. So, yeah, it doesn't matter if you accidentally do that. But, okay, what's 2 times K?
Positive 2K.
Very good. Positive 2K. All right, what's negative 6 times 2?
Would it be negative 12?
Well, is there a K here?
Oh, no.
No, it'd just be 12, right? All right, we're going to combine like terms. What is, and if you're not real good with the positive and negative numbers, use your calculator. Okay.
So I would do.
Just the numbers, yeah. Positive, you could do like 2 minus 6 or negative 6 plus 2, however you want to do it.
Negative 4.
Mm-hmm. This is the only one that has a negative 4K. Right? So now we're going to double check everything. This has K squared, K squared. This has negative 12, negative 12. So it'd be this one, D. Well, yeah, I know why. Because you're adding you're making this a positive 6. Honestly, if you're not real good with adding the integers, I think that's where your mistakes are coming from.
Yeah.
Just use the calculator. I mean, I'll show you how to do. So let me show you this real quick because this is helpful.
Okay. All right.
I should show you this because it's maybe you don't feel like using the calculator, but think of a number line. All right. So now think of this. This is negative 6K. So think on the number line way over here. Way over here, I've got negative 6. Well, going to the right is the positive direction. Going to the left is the negative direction. So if I have a plus 2, that means that I'm going to go 2 units in the positive direction.
Oh.
Plus 2. Right? And you got to think, what is that number right here?
It'll be 4. Right?
Yeah, but it'll be negative 4.
Because it's not past.
Yeah, way over here is 0. Right?
Oh, okay.
Now, if we go back up here, let's do this again with, real quick with this other one up here. Same thing here. If I start at positive 5, it doesn't matter where you start.
Yes.
Let me draw my little drawing here. Let me do the same color. If I start at positive 5 here remember going to the right is positive and going to the left is negative, and I go 3 units in the negative direction, 1, 2, 3, that's minusing 3. What is this number here going to be? Well, this is 4.
Thank you. I will get that in there.
This
right
is
away.
3.
Would it still be a positive two?
Yeah, so it'd be a positive 2, and that's where that comes from,
Yeah,
right?
that is the answer.
That is the answer, right? And so anyways, we'll try that on the next one. We won't use a calculator. Oh, they're all positive. We'll do it on this one though, number
Okay.
6. So let's do number 5. That'll be somewhat easy. Number 5 then. We're gonna need to do. Oh. Yeah, now that one might be a little trickier, but yes, you're right. We'll write down 3x plus 3 over here times x plus 2. Now, when you see an x, think of 1. So in here, we're going to multiply the coefficients. That's the fancy word for numbers. What's 3 times 1?
3.
3. Okay, now what's x times x?
X squared.
So it just becomes 3x squared. Now, what's 3, which is a number, times 1?
3x.
Yeah, so that's just going to be 3x. Now, you take this 3 and multiply it by 2. What's that?
6.
Yeah, that's a positive 6. But then what about the x? You just bring that down. Now, what's positive 2 times positive 3?
Positive 6.
Again, we need to combine like terms. What's plus 6 plus 3?
9.
9. So there's 2 9s here, but it's probably this one. Why?
Because it has the 3x.
And the 6.
And the 6.
And the plus 6. Yeah.
Oh, I put that.
You had that.
Yeah.
You just didn't know if you had it where.
I don't know how I was doing it.
You did it just the same way I did. It's just you didn't use the box. That's it. All right, let's do the next one. Then we'll call this page. Well, we'll be done with this page. I don't think we'll call it a day. All right. Pew, 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 pew.
So this would be 4x minus 2.
Yeah.
X minus 2.
So think of this as 1x.
So 4x squared.
You got it. Man, you're pretty smart.
Yeah, I just.
You must have an amazing math teacher. Okay, what's negative 2 times 1x?
Negative 2x.
Okay, what do you think 4x times negative 2 is?
Negative 8x.
Very good. Now, what is negative 2 times negative 2? Positive what?
4.
Very good, Chica. So now we're going to combine like terms. So now this is not any different than what you've been doing. So I noticed on your paper you had 4x squared minus 2x minus 8x plus 4. I just didn't write it down because we didn't have space. So when I say we combine like terms, only this can add with this. So when you add those up, right, they become negative 10x. And you say, well, how is it they become negative 10x? draw your number line, right? You start, here is 0. You start at -2. Remember, when you go to the right, it's positive. When you go to the left, it's negative. Now, I'm going to move 8 units to the left. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units in the -8 direction. Okay, now what do you think that number is?
It's gonna be the -10, right?
You got it. See how that works? And if you put this in, this is 3, this is 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so then this does not combine with anything. So you have 4x squared, and then this doesn't combine with anything, plus 4. What answer is that?
That's B.
That's B.
I had C.
Yeah, you just, that's because I think if you do this number line thing, you'll
Yeah.
get the right answer every time. That's all.